Assalamu alaikum and very good morning to my dear students. How are you all? All are good, right? Alhamdulillah. So my dear students, welcome to my Arabic class. And as you can see on your screen, this is your lesson number 4's page, right? And why I am showing you this? Because we cover our lesson number 4. Now we start lesson number 5, and then after one more lesson is there, and all of 3 lectures, 3 chapters, in that one similar thing. And what is that? That is the Zamire Muttasila, and one of the lesson is that in that Zamaire Munfasila, right? So today only we discuss about this grammar point that you can understood properly, and you remind these things where we attach pronouns and which one is muttasila and which one is munfasila, right? So my dear students, in Arabic we call zamair. And there is a 2 type of zamair, and in English we called it pronouns. What we called it? Good, pronouns, right? So there are 2 type of pronouns in Arabic, zamire muttasila and zamire munfasila, right? Zamire muttasila means attached pronouns and zamire munfasila means detached pronouns. What you see now on your screen, that is the zamire muttasila, means attached pronouns. That's why I am showing you like this, ismun plus hu, right? As you can see here example, that time only you understood what is the meaning of muttasila, right? Attached. See, zamire muttasila means attached pronouns are those pronouns who can't able to write without any other words support. You have to write down with other words support, okay? Then only you can understood what they trying to say us. Understood? And one more is there, zamire munfasila means detached pronouns. In a detached pronouns, de attached, right? So you can understood easily. Detached pronouns zamire munfasila are those pronouns who are able to write without any other words support. I will show you that example also. First we will understood this, okay? In your textbook also there is a lots of example. First we discuss about this page what I show you on your screen, right? So ismun plus hu. Now what is become ismuhu, right? So now what is the whole word translation? Ismun means hota hai name, right? And hu means his. You can see the translation of zamair front of that, okay? So ismuhu, his name, ismun plus ha. See, who we use for a masculine third person, right? Third person means gaib. We called it in Arabic gaib, right? So who is not present here and we are talking about it, that time it is a third person, and in Arabic we called it gaib. So ismun plus hu means ismuhu, then ismun plus ha means ismuha, her name. Now you can see her here, so obvious this zamair is for a feminine, wahid, muannas, gaib, right? Means singular, feminine, third person, okay? Now you can see ismun plus ka, or you can see front of it in translation your, and in bracket m. So you can observe these things. First sentence with the fatha of kaf means kaf के ऊपर ज़बर है, and second sentence, second ज़माइर, not sentence, second ज़मीर you can see with the कसरा of काफ, यानी काफ के नीचे ज़ेर है. सी देखने में दोनों सेम ही लगता है. इफ़ यू if you understood properly, then you can observe this thing that काफ with the fatha and काफ with the कसरा, यानी जो काफ ज़बर के साथ है वो मस्क्यूलाइन है एंड जो ज़ेर के साथ है, कसरा के साथ है, वो क्या है, फेमिनाइन है, राइट. सो ismuka, your name. For example, we have to ask some of the boy that what is your name. So you can say ma ismuka, ma ismuka, what is your name. Now I have to ask some of the girl that what is your name. That time I said ismuki, so ma ismuki, ma ismuki, what is your name, and that sentence is feminine. Okay, now you can see here ismun plus ya, so now it become ismi, my name, right. Now one thing you have to remember that ya means zamire wahid muzakkar wa muannas mutakallim, means these pronouns you can use for a both feminine and masculine singular. You can use for both feminine and masculine singular. Ismun plus na means ismuna, our name, ismuna, our name. That time this one also zamire jama muzakkar wa muannas mutakallim, means you can use these pronouns for a both feminine and masculine but for a plural, right. Some more example I will give you from your book, that haza kitabi, this is my book. Zalika kitabuhu, that is his book. Zalika baituha, that is her house. Hazihi madrasatuka, this is your school. Tilka haqibatuki, tilka haqibatuki, that is your bag. Haza muallimuna, this is our teacher. I hope you all are understood this zamire muttasila means attached pronouns. Now see zamire munfasila. Munfasila means, I tell you that definition also, zamire munfasila means detached pronouns, right. So here you can see, and have you learn it, you have to learn both 14 letter form pronouns. So this is the munfasila, and have you learn it, huwa huma hum, hiya huma hunna, anta antuma antum, anti antuma antunna, ana nahnu, like this. Okay, one more time I repeat, have you learned these pronouns, huwa huma hum, hiya huma hunna, this is for a third person, huwa huma hum for a male third person, singular, dual and plural, and second line hiya huma hunna, that is for a feminine, singular, dual and plural, right. Now anta antuma antum, this is for a second person masculine. Anti antuma antunna, that is for feminine second person, singular, dual and plural. वाहिद, तस्निया एंड जमा, अरबिक में हम उसको क्या कहते हैं, वाहिद मीन्स वन सिंगुलर, ड्यूअल मीन्स तस्निया, यू कैन से मुसन्ना, एंड थर्ड वन इज जमा मीन्स प्लूरल. नाउ लास्ट अना व नहनु, अना नहनु, दिस इज फॉर अ फर्स्ट पर्सन. अना फॉर अ सिंगुलर मेल एंड फीमेल बोथ, एंड नहनु फॉर अ प्लूरल मेल एंड फीमेल बोथ. So वाहिद मुज़क्कर व मुअन्नस मुतकल्लिम, अना नहनु जमा मुज़क्कर व मुअन्नस मुतकल्लिम. So this is the attached pronoun. See, one more thing you have to remember, in Arabic gaib means third person, gaib means third person, mukhatab means second person, and mutakallim means first person. Gaib third person, mukhatab second person, mutakallim first person. Okay, you have to remember this thing. Now some of the example of detached pronouns. I tell you the definition also, that detached pronouns zamir munfasila are those pronouns who able to write without any other words support. Okay dear, now some of the example I give you about detached pronouns. For example, first one is huwa, right? So huwa mudarrisun, he is a teacher. Okay, अब हियर का भी उसके नीचे ही है हियर फेमिनाइन के लिए. सो यू कैन यूज़ हियर मुदर्रिसतुन, शी इज़ अ टीचर, और यू कैन से हियर मुमर्रिज़तुन, शी इज़ अ नर्स ना, राइट. हुम तुल्लाबुन, ड्यूअल का नहीं दे रही हूँ, वो इजीली आप समझ लोगे वो तो. हुम तुल्लाबुन, दे ऑल आर स्टूडेंट्स. हुन्ना मुअल्लिमातुन, दे ऑल आर फीमेल टीचर. नाउ you have to see here anta and anti. Here also you have to keep in your mind that with the fatha of ta, that is for a masculine male, and with the kasra of ta, ज़ेर के साथ ता है तो फिर वो क्या हो जाता है, फेमिनाइन के लिए है. ओके, सो वन ऑफ द एग्जाम्पल, anta saydaliyun means you are a pharmacist, anti mudarrisatun, you are a teacher, or anti tabibatun, you are a doctor. Now antum means you all for a male. Antum mujtahiduna means you all are hard working, or you can say for a feminine antunna talibatun, you all are feminine, for a feminine students. Okay, now ana and nahnu. Ana tabibun, I am a doctor. Now you have to make a sentence for a feminine, then also you have to use ana, because you use these pronouns for a both feminine and masculine singular. So ana tabibun, I am a doctor, and for a feminine you can use ana muzifatun, I am a air hostess, I am an air hostess. Nahnu tullabun, we all are students. You can use for a masculine also this, and for a feminine plural you can use nahnu muallimatun, we all are a teacher. So my dear students, I hope you all are understood zamair pronouns, and there is a two type of zamair, zamir muttasila and munfasila, and I show you both 14 letter form and example also. If you have any kind of doubt regarding this grammar point means pronouns, you can ask me in our live lecture. I will teach you again, I will explain you again, inshallah. Till then, stay home, stay safe, and dua for everyone to peaceful life. Assalamu alaikum.